first, what should the Chicago Bears do with the number one overall draft pick? Three,
Well, if sources
two,
come out and
one,
it's true
go.
that Caleb don't want to be there, and I just don't believe that we leaking all this information and it ain't true because the past couple picks ain't had that happen. You got to keep Justin Fields, and here's the thing: you can get rid of that first round pick and get another first rounder for next year, the same way they did against us this year. So now it's not even that big of a risk. You already got the ninth pick too. You can get rid of that pick and get a haul. That pick, because people want Caleb Williams so bad, you can easily get a person's next 3 first-round draft picks for the next 2 or 3 years. And at the end of the day, you already have Justin Fields who is more athletic, and you're going to need to be more athletic as long as that O-line keep looking the way it's looking. And the fact of the matter is that the fans do love Justin Fields. And I think he deserves at least one more year of showing you what he got. I do understand his contract's coming up, this, that, and the third. But what Caleb Williams is going to bring, if he's not good immediately, it's going to be a lot of scrutiny. A lot of people saying you could have kept Justin Fields. And Shador's in the next year's draft. And if you get a top 3 to 4 pick from a bad team, because it's going to be bad again next year, then trust me, you'll get a Shador and be just fine. And then Justin can leave.
Chat, we all understand one thing with the NFL. There's one position that matters. This is a quarterback league. When we talk about Caleb Williams, we're talking about a generational talent. You don't skip over that. You don't trade a pick. When you had the opportunity to draft Andrew Luck, you do it. When the Broncos had a chance to drop John Elway, you do it. You don't trade these picks. Caleb Williams is a guy that will save a franchise. Caleb Williams is a guy who's going to be there for you for a decade and make you a contender right away. We talk about young quarterbacks right now, like a CJ Stroud, Jordan Love. He's going to do that right off the bat. Now, I can understand the Bears being a flawed organization, but when you have that quarterback set, a lot of these wide receivers, they're going to start to elevate. So even a guy like Darnell Mooney, he might put up some big numbers with wide receivers. You sign a guy like Calvin Ridley that you can give to a Caleb Williams, he's going to elevate him, make him a 12, 1,300 wide receiver because he is him. Caleb Williams is a guy that's going to elevate every piece around you, whether it's the running back, wide receiver, tight end, and we're talking about defense. We understand when you have a quarterback that you know can win you games, that defense is going to step up. We saw what the defense did when they realized they had Mahomes in the quarterback. They made the stop for him and let him get the job done. That's what this defense is going to do when they see they have Caleb Williams for them. Caleb Williams is a guy, like I said before, with Joe Burrow, a leader of men, a guy that's going to elevate the team and the franchise from the ownership on downward. Coaches get better. Players get better. Everyone gets better. You do not skip out on a Caleb Williams. We're talking about a guy, we saw what he did at USC, does everything. Maybe one of the best off-platform throwers we've ever seen. We're talking about a guy, a playmaker. We see Caleb Williams do things I've never seen other quarterbacks do in college. Great arm. Caleb Williams is the real deal. He is a franchise guy.
So first of all, why would I hope get Caleb Williams and hope Mooney gonna be good when I can
literally about to win Jalen as well?
Yeah, because ain't no hope though. It ain't no hope.
I can literally trade the first round pick and literally get the next pick to Washington and get a MJ who we know gonna be a star. So I'm gonna depend on Mooney. Or I get MJ, have MJ.
It's not even depending on Mooney, though. You get Caleb Williams. You get Caleb Williams inside of the wide receiver. You get guess what? You get Caleb Williams. No, you get Caleb Williams. You get Caleb Williams inside of Stephon Diggs. You get Caleb Williams inside of Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs with Caleb Williams. He gonna put up 1,500 yards.
For me, like I said, if I'm getting a guy who don't want to be here anyway, he probably won't re-up with me. We're gonna probably put him in a bad situation. I can keep what I got. Who already know the system. You ain't hold the ball too long. We can work on that. Maybe get a better offensive coordinator. Again, get a Maserati Marvin to go alongside Moore. This might be the best young receiver core we've seen in the last 10 to 15 years. Now, even if he sucks next year, the Washington Redskins ain't getting no better. The Commanders ain't getting no better. They're gonna probably still be a top 3 pick next year. Let me get that first round off you this year and next year because you think Caleb Williams is what he is. And guess what? Next year I'll trade up, get a Shador, and now Shador has JSN. I mean, he has Mario Monster, and he got more. And we already got a defense that stepped up last year in the year, and we already got a running game. All we need is some O-line, and we can do that with the 9th pick or with other picks that we get from the Redskins because we know that I'm going to the Commanders.
That's what we're talking about. We're talking about, the wide receiver. Yeah, you can get a good wide receiver. You can get a good O-lineman. You can get a defensive player. 100%. That may be true. But when you're talking about a guy who can be the future MVP of this league, who's going to give a run at Patrick Mahomes as the best quarterback in the league, we're talking about Caleb Williams, the best quarterback prospect he's been since Andrew Luck. Don't talk. I'm speaking. Andrew, we talking about the best quarterbacks prospects since Andrew Luck. You don't give up on that. And guess what we can do next year? He's going to have a good season. You can draft a wide receiver next year. You can sign wide receivers. There's going to be plenty of free agent wide receivers going to be great. Maybe a Jordan Addison. I mentioned Stephon Diggs, a Calvin Ridley. You can sign great wide receivers. You can sign great linemen. You know what you can't really sign? A franchise-changing quarterback like Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams type quarterbacks don't become free agents. Caleb Williams type quarterbacks, you don't get in the third, fourth second round. This is the first overall pick for a reason, and the reason why he is the highest sought-out quarterback since Andrew Luck, because he is a game changer, a franchise changer who's going to elevate everyone around the team. You don't need a Marvin Harrison Jr.
If you think a quarterback for the Bears is going to challenge Patrick Mahomes, the weed in India must be better than the weed. I'm going to be honest with you. First and foremost, the Bears might not make it. Listen, the Bears might not make it to the championship for the next 7 years, even with Caleb Williams. So if you think that Caleb Williams will come in his first 3 years and challenge Patrick Mahomes, you are smoking the best tikka masala pack I've ever seen in my life.
I got you. Pull up. I got you.
Smoking good pack, Harold and Kumar pack right now, Slim. That Indian weed got to be fire.
Guess what? Guess what we've seen with quarterbacks who weren't as highly touted? We had Josh Allen come in, save a franchise, and the Bills who were struggling for it. And that's Josh Allen. We had a guy in Joe Burrow who was a great quarterback come in, save the Cincinnati Bengals. Caleb Williams is a better prospect than those boys. No, I'm still talking. Caleb Williams is a better prospect than those guys. We talk about Patrick Mahomes coming and save the franchise. Tyreek Hill didn't save that. Travis Kelce didn't save them. It was Mahomes, and he was the central piece. So we're going to get other pieces around Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams as a central piece is the guy.
Why did Joe Burrow not play, Jalen?
But check it out. Guess what?
The O-line.
When Tyreek Hill left, we thought it'd be over with. But they still won 2 Super Bowls after him. So even if Marvin Harrison comes in and is as good as Tyreek Hill, if he leaves when we have Caleb Williams, he can still be him because he's that quarterback.
Patrick Mahomes had one of the greatest coaches of all time, one of the greatest tight ends of all time. Defense, yeah, he got one of the top 2 best corners in the league.
Linebackers, none of that matters.
He has a good team around him. None of that matters. Don't have
it's the player choice way. Yeah, them boys don't get it started. The player choice way. Yeah, the player choice way. Come and switch lanes into the player choice way.